Hi everybody, welcome back to Ladies Who Glow Places. We're ambitious women glowing and going through life. Real talk for women glowing through life. Say that twice.
So we just want to emphasise that.
Want to emphasise that thing, so I've said it twice for you.
Okay, so we keep going.
Yeah.
Wellness, wisdom, and women going places, whether in business or travel.
Living well, laughing lots, and loving life for women who believe that life only gets better. I'm Carol.
I'm Judi.
And I'm Jill.
And here we are again for another week of wisdom. Haha. No, seriously, it's been a good week. Hopefully all you have had a great week as well.
Yeah,
What have you been up to this week, Judi?
Carol, what have I been doing? So I have been spinning a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
what, as in
Plates?
exercise?
No.
Plates or circles?
Spin, everything. So Revolution Spin, we shout out, love it. I don't know if I spoke about it before, but to start off, and I think I had lost my dad at Christmas, and very sadly, sorry, great man, but anyway, so I was a big yoga fan before, and hot yoga was my thing, and I do it, but since Dad's sort of passing away, I've got to be totally honest, spin has went up there.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, and I don't know why. It must be
Do you
something
think
with
it's
my
the
body.
energy you just need
Yeah,
to
it's
get
just
all
that.
the
It's just
grief out,
It's
I
just the.
suppose?
It's just the. So a few times actually, I'll be sitting and I will cry actually, but obviously it's dark and there's lots of lights, and because I don't know if anybody's been to Revolution Spin, but it's like
No,
a disco,
where is
so
it?
it's kind of it's just a lot.
They have different themes, don't they?
Yeah.
Like an
Oh, do
ABBA
they?
night.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's amazing. You would love it. You need to come along with me one night.
Oh,
It's
I'm
amazing.
not going in the Ava night though.
No, because I hate ABBA.
You don't need to do ABBA.
I know.
You can do it.
Yeah, it's like
70s disco and.
Oh, I would like that.
They have all different. They have like Rihanna versus somebody or other, and they have like thing.
Ah,
It's really good.
right, okay.
Anyway, I'm actually doing it later tonight. But so I was at Revolution Spin. It's lights, it's thingies, it's like an absolute disco. It's unbelievable. They have the flashing lights, they have the smoke coming in. They go, oh, look at your bikes, they're on fire, there's smoke. And you're like, all right. So there's studios all over. There's studios all over. I think there's one in the West
I
End,
know, the
one,
girls have done really well.
one in Glasgow.
There's one in Coatbridge, I think, as well.
Yeah, and they've opened up in Dubai now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
so they're all over. So I've really been getting a real spin out of that. But can I tell you something that about my wee mum? So I've liked spin for years, and I can remember I'd said to her, "Oh, I'm going to spin tonight." She went, "Do you know that's really funny, Judy? When you were a wee girl, you used to love spinning round." So she thought I was like spinning round instead of spinning on a bike. Anyway, so I was at Revolution Spin. Then we went to Shazwan House in Glasgow,
Just one house.
which is
Is
in
it
Surrey Hall
Chinese?
Street. It's a Chinese.
How did I guess?
No, look at you, Carol.
I'm bilingual.
I know.
Totally bilingual. So Shazwan House is like, so one of John's customers had recommended it, and it's like a real authentic Chinese.
Oh, it's a Chinese where Chinese
people go, and you walk in and it's kind of like, I don't know.
So
Do you remember the is it the
Sorry,
Because I
Canton
went to one in
Express?
Charing Cross that was like
Right,
that.
okay. Yeah, I think there's quite a few
And
around
they
about
do
that
like
area.
pig's feet and things.
Yeah, so you have a menu, and it's the menus, like
Yeah.
the front of it's like
It's like a big
octopus's tentacles and like
Bush tucker trial.
at the front, and then you kind of go to the back and it's like our stuff, isn't it? It's like kind of like chow meins and bits and pieces like that. So the veggie spring
that's
rolls
good.
I can say are totally amazing. You can taste that it's really, really healthy stuff.
Oh,
Like
good.
the chow mein's really nice and
Okay.
light and thingy. So
a good
and it's
recommendation.
actually, it doesn't get very high on TripAdvisor. I think it gets 4 point something. But if you're wanting an authentic Chinese with none of the additives and stuff, then I would definitely recommend it. Service is very quick. You're in and you're out. They do a businessman's as well. I know you like your businessman's. It's $17.99 for 2 courses.
I think the one I used to get when I was at school was something like £2.50.
I know exactly. $17.99 for 2 courses. Staff are lovely, just very straight to the point. And as Carol says, if the Chinese go in there, then obviously it's like a Chinese. It was kind of like, what did you call them? Is it like the whole tables up the back? They all looked like, what did you call the people? Like the mafia, Chinese mafia.
Oh, right. Oh,
What do you call it?
Triads.
It was like the triads all up the back. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But
I don't
I've said
think,
it.
yeah, I
So,
definitely don't.
honestly. Anyway, it kind of looked like them in the
Did
back.
they
but
not
anyway.
go to the casino? Rather?
Yeah.
Oh, no, so they went to the
So
casino,
at casino
after
after
the Chinese,
casino's
right.
just across the street. Anyway, so that's my recommendations: Revolution Spin and the Chinese in town. And I've had so I've had a nice wee week. Yeah,
It's
so.
good. You spin and then you eat, then you spin, you eat,
and then you
spin,
spin, you
so
eat, then you
get,
spin, you eat. Yeah.
Right, okay. Do you remember that? It's just making me think. Do you remember the place that was opposite the garage nightclub? It was a Chinese place, and it always had Chinese people in it eating. I loved that place. Does anybody remember what it was called? Was it like Canton Express or? Anyway, you guys remember that? No, is it before your time?
Before your
my
time,
god,
No,
that just made me
Anyway,
feel so
we'll get back
old.
to it. We'll do a wee bit of research, guys, and we'll get back in that one.
We'll
Okay.
Google that when we're
we'll
off
Google
air.
it.
Anyway,
Okay.
that was what was in my head.
But it was very good, and it was quite good value as well, guys. It was can't even remember. So there was about 5 or 6 of us, and it was good value. So if you're looking for somewhere authentic, I wouldn't say the toilets were that nice, but anyway, everything else was lovely. Service was fabulous.
Good. What have I been doing this week? I went for a little meeting at Cafe 77, which is one of your favourites.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's something to talk about with that one, haven't we?
Oh.
Where is that?
Why are we talking about that?
Where is
Because you remember the
Glasgow Road.
Glasgow Road.
In Paisley.
that? Oh, right, okay. Let's
Because
see.
Carol, remember you sent me the thing, so the summer thing's off now.
Oh, yeah. That
That's
festival.
Cafe 77.
That
It's as if we're talking amongst ourselves, guys.
I
Sorry
know
about that.
what's that festival called?
It was
like-
called Paisley Alive.
Right, yeah.
Guys, you'll know about that, don't you?
Yes, yeah, it got cancelled, didn't it?
So Paisley Alive, so... But
It's dead.
I meant to say that.
No, it's going to be resuscitated at some
And
time.
maybe they'll use
Is it?
local
No, I
businesses
don't
then.
know.
Maybe they'll use
No,
local businesses.
Maybe. Anyway, so that's Cafe 77. So it's a nice boy in there that was he was to do with it. That's why I'm
Oh,
saying that.
was he?
Yeah, Cafe 77.
What I will say is they were very nice. The service was lovely, and so was their eggs.
Good.
So yeah.
How was pricing for people for that? What would you say?
Well, it was myself and a friend, and well, it's a kind of friend through business as well. But I really like her. I got on with her really well, and it was what did we have? 2 coffees, and I had like scrambled eggs and toast, and she had like scrambled eggs and avocado and mushrooms, all the other
quite
things
a
that I
lot,
don't.
She's a big girl.
She was eating a lot. That girl. away.
Do you know
A
what
lot
it is?
more.
No,
You
do
have
you
to
know
have a
she's getting
hearty
amazing?
breakfast.
You do have
She's
to
getting
have
amazing
to-
figure. She had no bread. She had the eggs and mushrooms and avocados.
Right, okay.
I don't know. Is it Johnny's mushrooms?
Oh, I don't know if it's John's mushrooms in there. Guys, just to obviously, if you don't know, my husband.
Her husband's a
sells
fun
mushrooms.
guy.
So that's his job. That's his job. Anyway, so that's why we're saying.
It was funky.
Yeah. These jokes I've heard before about this, but they are still funny. They are still funny, guys.
They still are.
Anyway, so I don't actually know if it's his mushrooms in Cafe 77. I think it was, but I don't know if it is. Anyway, so
Where does he grow his mushrooms?
he imports them from Ireland and Holland.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
so he
okay.
doesn't grow.
Right, okay.
So
Anyway,
77 and the girl who had lots of stuff to eat.
oh,
like
it was
that,
all very
actually,
healthy.
okay.
It was very healthy.
Yeah,
But yeah,
If
it was
there's
nice.
an avocado in
And
there,
it was,
then it's thing you didn't. I was just like avocado.
Yeah.
everybody's avocado daft. I don't like avocados.
I know,
They're slimy.
tasteless.
Oh, I like
They're
them. I like them, guys. I like
slimy.
them. I like them.
Same as
High
mushrooms.
protein.
I don't like mushrooms.
I love
okay.
mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
So yeah, so it was what 25 quid. So two
That's all
coffee,
right.
two
That's
coffees,
good.
2 breakfasts. Like
Yeah.
it's. I mean, everything's so expensive now. You know, it's actually
Tea out's
ridiculous.
thing.
Let me tell you,
Oh.
I was away with the girls at the weekend. We went to a wee Airbnb, beautiful Airbnb in Prestwick. So there was supposed to be 6 of us, and then ended up 5 because one hit the cold. So we went to Prestwick, stayed 2 nights. We went for like a brunch lunch the first day in Murray's Tea Room in Prestwick, so to be recommended. And then we just ate in the Saturday night. Then the Sunday we went to Highgrove House and had breakfast.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. Highgrove House. Is it
And
lovely?
It's so nice, beautiful views over Troon into Ayr,
Oh,
over
lovely.
everything,
Oh, it
really
sounds
lovely. And the breakfast was so reasonable. And I think
was
we
it?
paid something like, for the whole weekend, about £140 each.
Wow.
Really, that is very
yeah.
reasonable.
Because if you get an Airbnb and you're dividing it between 6, it was like
Uh-huh.
50 £3 or something like that. And then the breakfasts were really reasonable.
nice,
Yeah, so we
Well,
had a
that's a good
lovely weekend and the
recommendation.
weather was fabulous, so
Oh,
which makes a
lovely.
huge difference.
Yeah.
And the wee Airbnb had a wee area that you could sit outside.
So did you have your cocktails and stuff?
We had our cocktails. So it wasn't all inclusive. We had to bring our own alcohol.
Oh, right, okay.
So we did our watermelon mojito was our cocktail of the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yes, something like
nice,
that.
nice.
So
And
would you
what's in
recommend-
your watermelon mojito?
Our honey spice rum with a watermelon syrup, mint, lime, and soda.
Well, it sounds like quite refreshing.
Honey spice
Very
rum.
refreshing.
Yeah,
Loads of
nice
ice.
and light. So you had loads of them.
Nice.
Yes, we had
Yeah.
a few.
And see these 5 girls. Was this like 5 girls from like your school or?
No, just girls that through life
Right,
would
okay.
be,
Had kids
become
together, or?
friends. Yeah, well, worked together and then people joined as we went on. A couple of sisters. So yeah, really good. And friends just added up. So we had a great time.
Good. That's good.
That's nice.
So if anyone's looking for a recommendation of an Airbnb in Prestwick, I can give you one.
Oh,
Link
it's
it
always good to know,
Message me
isn't
and
it?
I'll do that.
Always good to know.
So we're going to go on to our topic this week.
So yeah, topic this week is, and this is something that I struggled with. It's working in the business and on the business and the differentiation.
I
So again,
definitely
as you
struggle with
start
that
a
too.
business, you're really focused on survival, I guess, in the first
Yeah.
instance, growing that business, and then
Yep.
not really focusing on how you're going to grow it. So you end up in a bit of a cycle, like a spinning wheel, just
Yeah.
keeping the lights on, just attending events. In my case, keeping the production going, doing the marketing, doing the social media. But it's taking that step back and learning to work on the business as well. I don't know how you guys have felt.
I know that it's something that I struggle with. I think now that we are busier, so and I do like I have other teachers, but I do the lion's share of the teaching myself.
Is that because of? Because I sometimes find that there's that thing where I want
I know
Judi
what
to
you're
do
gonna
it.
say.
I want
Yeah,
Judi to do it
yeah.
because I know Judi will do it the way Judi wants Judi to do it.
You've
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
get away from that
Yeah,
mindset.
so I know because
though.
it's dead
Yeah.
hard. Do you
Yeah.
know it's dead?
Well,
do you know
I
what
think
mean?
it's
That-
not really.
Yeah.
That's not really why I do it. We just don't. I don't have enough work to be able to give out to my teachers just now. You know, because I need to make a living myself.
Yeah,
You
of
know, but also people do buy into you as a business as well.
Yeah.
You know, they do buy into you and they want you to come and do things. I've got teachers that I trust 100%, and the more work we get in, the more I'll put out to them. But there have been times over the 5 years that I've been self-employed that I have taken time out to specifically work on the business. So when we first became a limited company and my business partner came on board, that was because I was trying to go into frameworks. So those frameworks are like
That was a big thing, wasn't
Yeah.
it, for you? It was, that was a
huge,
lot of work.
and that's like you need to be on these frameworks to be able to work with schools
Yeah,
within
it's a
those
preferred
council
supplier
areas.
list,
Yeah. So literally, I took almost a year off of teaching because I had to just do this, and it was months and months of paperwork.
And how did you manage that financially? Because obviously you're not getting paid when you're doing that.
Yeah. Well, we were able to because, you know, my business partner came on board, so we were in a position where we were
had some
able
funding.
to just pay me like a minimal amount, like enough to kind of get me
Uh-huh.
through to be able to pay my bills kind of thing. But it was something that really had to be done because I wouldn't be, that was why he came on board, because I wouldn't have been able to grow the business. So not only did I get on the frameworks during that year, but also that was the year that I trained. So that was the year that my Mindful Mentors program became certified through the IPHM. So that's the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine, if you were wondering.
Love it, love it.
So that became certified, and then I taught that. So during that year, I also recruited all the teachers who worked for us sessionally. So it was interviewing, it was getting on the frameworks, it was getting the course certified, and it was training all of those people. So it was a 3-day course for each. I think we did 4 or 5 training courses.
Had you run the business then up to a point then, Jill, and then you thought, right, for me to grow, then we need to pivot it a little bit to get
Yeah. So I started out, when I first left finance, I started out just, you know, I had the qualifications. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to work with kids. I knew I wanted to help them. I knew I wanted to help them with their mental health. I'd gathered all of these qualifications and worked really hard to get them. And I went out and just did it on my own as a sole trader under the name of Rainbow Park Yoga. And then it was after, so we'll be 3 years this year. So it was 2023. I went along to speak to Mark because I asked him how to, because I realised that the council areas were putting out frameworks and I'd never like done a tender before. Mark's an old family friend. He's like, you know, my best pal's brother, so I've known him since he was knee high at Grasshopper as well, and he's known me since then. So so I went along just to ask him for help, and he looked at it and the size of it, and he looked at it and he said, he came back to me a wee while later and said, that's huge, like you can't do that just by yourself as a wee sole trader. So that was when, you know, he came on board and we decided to become a limited company and kind of change the name, and that was the name of the programme that I was teaching anyway, so we didn't want anybody to steal the name of my programme, so that's why we used that as a business name. And, you know, that was really when we did that, and then it was just after that we went, right, okay, we're going to take a year, we're going to recruit teachers, we're going to get on the framework, we're going to train everybody. So everybody who works for me is like already qualified to teach mindfulness, meditation or yoga. And then if I get the right vibes from them, then I brought them and we did like a 3-day training course for everybody to be able to teach it and then assess them and all that kind of stuff.
So what do you do now then, Jill, in terms of working on the business? Because obviously you're in the business
and
a lot.
that's probably what I'm looking for help with, because it was great that I did that. See, when I look back and I was thinking about all this last night, like, and I was like, oh, actually I did take time out and worked on the business, really, really scaled the business. That was massive. And now I'm like, now I'm so in the business. I'm struggling to take time out to do on the business because, and the, you know, that, like we've said countless times on here before, you know, I'm driving, I'm teaching them.
Yeah, you're doing everything,
and that's what I'm doing, and I'm just doing the admin, and I'm just, you know, sending all the stuff to the accountants or whatever it is. It's just stuff that needs to get done. So I'm literally at this moment in time, I am, you know, writing my to-do list, getting through my to-do list, and that's me for the day. Then I'm on to the next hat of the day.
So Jill, have you looked at any of the Business Gateway or some of the banks do accelerator programs? They're really, really good. You need to dedicate the time to it.
I've seen other people doing that, actually,
but it's a
some
good
of my
framework
friends.
and I think you've got a huge potential for growth. That's something you should really have a wee look at. You'd need to dedicate the time to it though. Potentially.
How often and how much?
Depends which one you go for.
Right, okay.
What one would you recommend for it then?
Well, I did the RBS Accelerator.
I've heard of other people doing that as well.
Them as well. I mean, I did it before COVID and then we did it during COVID for a wee while.
Okay.
But they're really good frameworks.
So what does that mean? Is that people support you? Or what is it? What does it mean?
Talks about mindset, like it's you taking time out of the business and doing things to think about how you would grow certain aspects of it and getting you into the right mindset and letting you think about financials. Some of it you may do already, but there's always wee nuggets there as you go through
and
these
it's good
programs.
to refresh these things as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's good to. It's good.
I think the good thing is I've got, you know, obviously we do huge amounts of work in schools, so, you know, that the schools aren't in for 7 weeks, you know, and I will work kind of on the business during that time, because it's not like I don't take 7 weeks off.
No.
You know, there's still loads of things to get done, and that's during the time where I'll maybe do like additional training. I was looking at
summer schools, like for the for kids. Would you do something like that? Because parents are always
looking for stuff for kids.
Yeah, do you know, that's actually something that we could do. It's difficult though, because all the licensing you need, and then you need to pay for the premises and all of it. And you don't want to charge too much. That's the other thing as well. I find it hard I find it hard with pricing, like, because of all the things that you need and all the extra licenses you need premises you need? Are you going to be
Yeah,
giving them
definitely.
food? Are you going to be giving
Yeah.
them snacks?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, think of
what are the
childcare
parents?
as well. What parents
Yeah,
pay for that.
people would
Yeah.
love that, wouldn't they?
Yeah, this is true. Definitely worth thinking about. Carol,
Absolutely.
thank you.
That was a
So-
few good tips there, Carol.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I knew Carol would be able to help me with
I
that.
know, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Yes, all the things I don't do myself.
I found it really. There was a couple of big jobs, and it was funny because there was a couple of girls off, and I had actually went back in, and I had sort of delegated these jobs to these certain girls, and it was funny when I went back in, and it was really quite refreshing for me to go back, if you know what I mean, and be with customers that I hadn't been with for a while. And do you know that way? And I found that really quite thingy because I'd not walked away, obviously still doing it, but I'd delegated these jobs to different girls, and they'd obviously been in doing them quite happy. And then obviously I was kind of like thrown back in to do it again, and really enjoyed being back to the roots. You know, the way that it used to be, like when it was when I had. So obviously,
you first
I
started,
have
yeah.
stepped back a bit because
Yeah.
obviously that was me that done all of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, you did
I did
everything.
I did everything.
Uh-huh.
You know. So then obviously as the girls have came on board and obviously been fabulous. Then I sort of stepped back in, and it was at one specific job, and it was as if I'd never walked away, and it was the same people again. I was massaging like that, the same
was
people. It was
it?
so cute, and I was like, and they're going and. As you all know, I remember everything, and they were going, "How can you remember all this about me?" And it was like maybe about 5 years before.
wow.
Do you know what I mean? So, so that was nice for me to walk back into a job that still was running for us, but had obviously different staff.
Yeah.
So
No, and it was probably reassuring that the girls who were
yes,
doing
my
it,
girls,
they're
yeah,
doing a good
definitely,
job,
doing a
yeah,
really good
definitely.
job.
Yeah,
and
of
trust-
course, of
Because
course.
that's another thing I think can be quite hard as a business owner. I definitely recognise it in myself as well, and very much trust and love every single
too.
person
Me
who's
too.
come to work for me. I employ people who are better than me, who I think are better than me.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, they're amazing. But what I will say, and this is definitely a topic for anybody who's a business owner, is that letting go.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
yeah.
hard, definitely.
It's so hard
Yeah.
because you're like, well, I know that they bought that because of me, because it was
Yeah.
me that they met, and I know that I do this better than anyone else, and you know, but then do you give people the freedom to be who they really are? But it's hard.
so
isn't
hard.
it?
And
It's
you make
hard
mistakes
to let go.
along the way.
Yeah.
You do. You
Of
do.
course,
you
just
do.
making
Uh-huh.
sure that you learn from those
Yeah.
mistakes as you go on through life, and
Yeah.
and you get that gut feeling that you can trust somebody to do things, and sometimes, and probably more of an exception, it doesn't work
Yeah.
rather than
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Gut feelings are good, Carol. Gut feelings are good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
should
that's
always
your
go with it.
second brain.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you should
And what
always
about you,
trust.
Carol?
So
always
what I-
trust the second brain.
I try to take time out of the business to work on it, but I've got a problem in that I normally do too much. I've got too much choice in things. So I'll go down one route and thought, no, that's not working. Come back, do another thing, and don't necessarily give some of the things, some of the ideas, the time, and the
Yeah.
because it's not working. It's not working fast enough for me.
Right.
So. Drum roll, bit of an announcement.
Oh, here
So
we go.
this year is a pivotal year for me. So I am
you've
going
said
to
that
be
before.
selling
yeah.
the business or stopping the business.
Oh
So,
my
I
goodness,
said that, didn't I?
Carol! I was
Predicted that.
always wondering what this was going to be.
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to do that. So right now I'm working on something else, which I'll share with you later on in the podcasts. But yeah,
I love how
something
you
that will help
actually said this
women
for
who
being live.
are potentially thinking about leaving their 9 to 5 or their corporate role and starting a business themselves. So just working on something that would help in that space.
Amazing.
But yeah, for our gin and our rum, I'm hoping that somebody will come and pick it up and take
I'm
it.
sure they will.
Because it's
I'm sure they will.
such
It's a
high
fabulous-
potential.
Yeah, and your bees.
And our
And your
bees,
bees,
and
don't
our
forget the
bees
bees,
as
don't forget the
well.
bees.
She's got a bee
And we've
hotel.
got
A bee
licensed
hotel.
premises as well that would go as with part of the sale. So you could be running a wee off license in the East End of Glasgow.
Oh, that would be
A wee
nice,
offie.
wouldn't it? A wee offie, everybody
So
loves
yeah,
it.
so we're still working full steam ahead. We've had our collaborations recently with Charlotte
Charlotte
Tilbury.
I know, it was
Tilbury.
lovely being
Name
joined
drop,
by
name
you.
drop.
Yeah.
And we've got
That
a few
was
more.
amazing, and your
thank you.
cocktails were beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much.
They were quite strong as well. I felt quite giddy after doing them.
So we're continuing to do that, and then
Good,
we'll see
Carol.
how things go
Amazing,
later in the year.
Carol. Yeah, amazing. It's great to have plans, isn't it? And great to look ahead and just like
Yeah, and do you know something? I'm really excited about what's coming, and I've got my mojo back a wee bit in terms of developing what I'm developing right now. So I really like.
I can actually remember, and it was. I can't remember when it was. Was it last Christmas or the Christmas before? Do you remember I met you at an event?
Which one?
It was.
You're always at events.
It was I think I was a guest at the event, and you were.
Oh yes, I do remember. It was in the.
And I've never
never
seen you like that. And do you remember you were like quite like kind of like
flat.
And it was just like I was like, how are you, Carol? How are you, Carol? And you were just like, oh, Judi, I'm and you were like, and the first time I've ever heard Carol Jackson saying, oh, I'm tired, Judi, and I was like, okay. I was like, what's going on here?
I know that.
And it was
Christmas
just
time it is.
Yeah, it was just like it totally was not you. And I've seen you I've seen you in busy times before, and I was like that. Oh my goodness, I was like, what's going on with Carol Jackson here?
I know, yeah. So there you are.
Oh,
got my mojo
good
back.
for you, Carol.
Good.
I'm pleased.
Good.
I'm
Well,
pleased.
congratulations.
Yeah.
It's hard to come to decisions like that as
It
well.
is, and
because-
last year was
especially if it's your baby,
I
you know,
last
and
year
you're
was
going
a
right.
pivotal year. Like you, Judi. Well, I lost my mum last year, and I lost a really close aunt, and that was, oh my God, I could never think it was going to affect me the way that it did. So
I think maybe on another pod we could maybe do like a wee one on bereavement. I know it's a kind of sad subject, but I think maybe
I think people need to know what works for people in terms of trying to get through it, not go over it, because you never get over it, but certainly
you don't get over it. But
that'd be a good one. To do
a lot
another.
of it's part of life, isn't it? But it definitely can shape you.
Yeah.
You know, it can shape you.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would like to say just before we do that, I think if we have lost a person and it has hit us really hard, it's always good to be grateful to have
had that
them.
person.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's one of the things we can talk about, how to get through it.
Exactly. And we will do that. We will do that, guys.
But no, let's end in a high. So
High note,
we've all got actions then to work on our business as well as in our business, because they are fantastic businesses.
Definitely.
Three of them, all different but great.
I know. And they're all helping people be happy.
Yeah, and that's the main thing, and that's what we want
Mine
to do.
certainly
With
is.
the
After
gin and
two-
rum. After
gin
those
and
two
rum.
cocktails last
Exactly.
Friday, I was very happy.
And we have another story for that night, but we'll...
Oh,
I
God.
know, that story.
Oh, go share it. Share it.
'cause
because-
that
Tell
was
you
great.
that next week.
Yeah,
Tune in for the story.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, everybody. Go be
Bye.
fabulous.
Go and glow.
Yeah, see you again. Bye. Thank you.